Hey y'all, it's your girl Chihagadidi and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing y'all not one, not two, not three, but 5 wellness shot juice recipes. I really enjoy prepping wellness shots because you really got to take care of your body so that your body can then take care of you. The recipes I'll be showing y'all today can be prepped weeks in advance, which is really great for those of us who are on the go and have busy schedules. If you store them in the refrigerator, they can last up to 7 days. And if you put them in the freezer, then your recipes can last you as long as 30 days. The recipes I'll be showing y'all today are not only flavorful and delicious, but they also come with a wide range of health and nutritional benefits. They can be used to improve gut health, reduce bloating, reduce inflammation, and improve your overall immune support, which is really great for these winter months when we're more susceptible to getting sick, catching colds. So helping your body and supporting your immune system as much as possible proactively is a really great step. All right, y'all, for our first wellness shot recipe, we're gonna be using a combination of carrots, lemon, Honeycrisp apples, and turmeric. We're also gonna be adding in some ground black peppercorn because black pepper increases the absorption of turmeric in your body, allowing your body to maximize the health benefits that you receive from the turmeric. To make these wellness shots, I'll actually be using a blender instead of a juicer today. And then after we blend up all of our ingredients, we'll strain it through a nut milk bag. Let's get started. All right, y'all, and here we have it. All of our ingredients roughly chopped and in the bowl. Let's put it in the blender. Of course, we also have our turmeric, which is packed full of many vitamins and minerals. The star of the show here, though, is an active compound called curcumin, which has a powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidants effect. Several health conditions actually are linked to chronic inflammation over the course of our lives, so regularly incorporating these anti-inflammatory foods in your diet can help improve your quality of life in the short and the long term. Okay, y'all, so our ingredients are all blended up. Our next step is to take our nut milk bag and we're gonna go ahead and open it up inside of the bowl. Next, you wanna very carefully take your very full blender and pour it directly into the bag. Very slowly, so it doesn't go splashing like mine. And as you can see, we do have a lot of pulp in this recipe, which is to be expected, especially when you're using more fibrous fruits and vegetables like we have in this recipe. And then we'll just pull our drawstring and we'll work through squeezing out as much juice as possible. And it's gonna get messy, so just lean into it, don't be afraid. And when you think you're done squeezing, you're not done, so squeeze a little bit more, okay? It smells really, really good. Whew, y'all, I'm sweating. This is a lot of work, but it's worth it because the more you squeeze, the more juice you'll get out, which means the more wellness shots you'll have. All right, y'all. So what I'm gonna do next is take this little Ziploc bag and I'm gonna save my pulp because, you know, depending on what you put in there, the pulp left over from any juices that you make can be a really good addition to any cakes, cupcakes, breads. Gives it a nice flavor, and then you know that these ingredients are going to be fresh because you juiced it yourself. All right, and here we have it, my Ziploc bag full of pulp. I'm going to store this in the freezer so that whenever I'm ready to bake up something, I do love bacon, I know that I'll have this in the fridge. I'll go ahead and write what's in it as well as the date on the front. That's why I really like these bags in particular. All right, y'all, so I went off camera and measured out our juice. We have exactly 4 cups here in this bowl, which is gonna give us a nice sized batch for the next week or so. I won't be drinking this by myself, so it may go quicker than that. Next up, I'm gonna go ahead and transfer the juice from my bowl into my cute little glass bottles here. One important note, if you're gonna be storing your juice in glass bottles, make sure that you're storing in the refrigerator, which can be for up to 7 days. Glass bottles do not do well in the freezer, so if you're planning to store your juice for longer than 7 days in the freezer, I would recommend using a plastic container to do so. And you can also get these bottles in plastic, which is nice. All right, y'all, and here we have it, our carrot, turmeric, Honeycrisp apple, lemon with a touch of black pepper wellness shots. As you can see, I had a bit of excess, so I put the rest in a glass carafe, and all of this is going to go in the refrigerator for up to 7 days. Let's get into our next recipe. A word to the wise, when you are working with turmeric, be prepared to have everything stained orange. Your fingernails, your blender, all of it will be orange. Gloves are probably a good idea, which I planned to use and just obviously didn't. So maybe you can do better than I did. Anyways, let's get into this next wellness shot recipe. We're going to be working with some lemon, oranges, and ginger, and that's it. If you are new to juicing with ginger, I would recommend you start off with about a 2 to 3 inch piece. I love, love, love ginger in pretty much everything, including my juice. So I'll be working with a larger section of about 4 to 5 inches. As y'all can see, this recipe is loaded up with lemons. Lemons are very high in vitamin C, which is really great for supporting your immune system, and also collagen formation, which promotes healthy skin throughout the course of your life. Ginger is also amazing, my personal favorite. Ginger is a potent anti-inflammatory, which also supports digestion, can be used to ease nausea, and adds a little warming touch to our recipe today. Whew. All right, y'all. This part is the hardest of it all. This is the most work. It is where you are gonna have to put in a little bit of elbow grease and break a sweat. I know I sure did, but I promise you it is so, 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 so worth it. All right, y'all, and now we're ready to bottle up our juice. We have about 2 cups of our lemon, ginger, and orange juice recipe here. At this stage, your juice is going to be super, super, super concentrated, which if you like it, I love it. Go ahead and put it straight into the bottles from here. But what I'm going to do is add about 1 cup of water to this recipe, which is going to work to dilute the flavor and also give you more shots to last you a few more days or so. And just like before, I have my little bottles as well as my little funnel, which is so cute and so tiny and fits perfectly inside these bottles. I ordered my bottles off of Amazon. If y'all want the link, let me know. Comment below and I'll drop it for you. As you can see, I went ahead and bottled up my lemon, orange, and ginger wellness shot. I did have a bit of excess, so I put it in my glass carafe here. Just like our last recipe, these are going to go in the fridge and they can last for up to 7 days. If you are in a 1 or 2 person household, you may want to cut down these recipes. You could try cutting the ingredients in half so that you get a little bit less. But this amount works fine for me because I like to make wellness shots for myself and my boyfriend, as well as our loved ones. So this is the perfect amount for us. All right, y'all know what time it is. It's time for wellness shot recipe number 3. We're going to be using for this recipe some beets, lemon, and echinacea tincture, a personal favorite of mine. Y'all, I tell you, beets are the most underrated superfood when it comes to juicing, okay? I remember when I was a kid, my grandmother used to make beets, the sliced, like cooked beets, and you could not get up from the table until you ate all your beets. I hated it. I hated it. Honestly, grandma, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I used to chew up the beets, spit it in the napkin, and then ask to go to the bathroom and flush it. But now as an adult, I really love beets, and I think they're a great addition to any juice recipe that you're gonna make. They have a multitude of health benefits, which I'll get into a little bit more in just a second. All right, and as I mentioned, here we have echinacea, which is a personal favorite of mine, Echinacea purpurea. Echinacea purpurea. This herb is great for immune support, and also a little fun fact about it is that it comes from a flower named purple coneflower, which grows in abundance in my city, which is located in southeast Louisiana. It's a gorgeous flower, and like I said, echinacea comes from the root of it. So when you're walking around, I'll encourage you to go look up the flower, and when you're walking around, you might just see it out and about. Like I said, y'all, do not sleep on beets. Beets are packed with folates that support heart health, as well as nitrates that can be used to improve blood flow and circulation. All right, y'all, so we have our ingredients all chopped up. I'm gonna go ahead and put everything into the blender. I'll be using 4 dropperfuls of our echinacea extract today, as well as 1 cup of water. And the water is really just gonna help to dilute these flavors, since since beets, lemons, and echinacea all on their own have very powerful flavors. And just like before, we'll be taking our nut milk bag and placing it into the bowl. I think it helps if you give it a little flip to keep the mouth of the bag open as you're pouring your liquid inside. And remember, kids, slow and steady wins the race, so don't rush it, otherwise it'll go splashing everywhere. Take your time. Ooh, this one smells really good. And look at this beautiful bright red beet color. I'm gonna go ahead and put some gloves on so that I don't stain my hands again like I did with our turmeric. And once you pull your drawstring closed, you can go ahead and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. This is the part where we break a sweat. So just get into it. Oh, this is so messy. So I think by now y'all know what's next. It's time to bottle up our juice. And I just want to give a kudos to myself for wearing a light colored top and not getting anything on it yet. I probably just jinxed myself when I said that. But if you know me, you know I'm one to get stains on my clothes. So this is a big moment for me today. All right, y'all, and just like that, our third recipe is done. We have our beets, lemon, and echinacea wellness shots. These will go in the fridge for up to 7 days, as well as the excess, which is here in my glass carafe. Also safe to go in the fridge. Just a friendly reminder, if you are choosing to freeze your wellness shots, you will need to use plastic or another material that is not glass. Okay, y'all, so here is recipe number 4. Now, before we get into it, I do want to say, if you're still rocking with me at this point, you must be liking my video or at least my dazzling personality. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Let's get into it. So for recipe number 4, we're going to be working with pomegranate, 2 very large red grapefruit, and some homemade rose hips tea. I cannot wait to tell y'all about all the nutritional benefits that come with these ingredients. So let's get started. Pomegranates are not only delicious, y'all, but they're also loaded up with potent antioxidants. And as we know, antioxidants come with their own wide range of health benefits, including combating inflammation, protecting your heart against oxidative stress. Pomegranates are also very rich in vitamins C and K, which promote collagen production and bone health. All right, y'all, and just like that, we are ready to add our ingredients into the blender. As you can see, I do have some of the non-edible parts of the pomegranate in here, but it's all good because we're gonna be blending up these ingredients, of course, and all of that extra pulp will get strained out when we use the nut milk bag. All right, and here we have it, our pomegranate, grapefruit, and rosehip wellness juice. I definitely jinxed myself in the last recipe when I said that I was doing a good job of not making a mess. I am in fact covered in specks of red now, but it's all good. That's part of the process. You gotta be willing to get a little dirty. Okay, so next up, we'll go ahead and bottle up our juice into our shots. Into our shot glasses. Any excess will go into the glass carafe, and all of this will go into the fridge for a max of 7 days. And voila, here we have it, our wellness shot recipe number 4. Let's go ahead and get to number 5. And last, but most definitely not least, is our 5th wellness juice recipe. This recipe is one of the funner ones, I think. As you can see, we're going to be using some purple cabbage along with a red grapefruit, lemon, as well as a lime. So a lot of citrus representation here. Now, I feel like when I said purple cabbage, I heard you through the screen and you said, I think you need to take that back. Because as you'll see if you try this recipe, purple cabbage has a lovely subtle sweetness that adds an extra layer of flavor to any juice that you include it in. So I highly, highly, highly recommend trying purple cabbage out in your wellness shot recipe. If you do try it, I want you to comment below and let me know what you think. Now, I know y'all might feel some type of way about having cabbage in our juice, but they are in fact packed full of vitamins and minerals that help support your immune system, aid in digestion and overall gut health. Okay, y'all, so with our ingredients all chopped up, we are ready to put everything into our blender. I'm also going to be using about 2 cups of water for this recipe, and you'll see I'll be adding the water slowly as I'm putting in the cabbage. This is going to help ensure that the cabbage is blending up properly and that it's not getting caught up in our blades. All right, it's time to take our blended up ingredients and put it into the nut milk bag for straining. As y'all saw, my blender filled up. I had to move our ingredients into a second container, so I'll be adding all of those blended ingredients into this bag. This juice smells absolutely delicious. Don't sleep on the purple cabbage, y'all. I really want you to try it out and let me know what you think. All right, as y'all can see, that recipe made a whole lot of juice. I even had enough for the counter. So what we're gonna do is, just like before, put all of these bottles in the fridge for a maximum of 7 days and enjoy at your leisure. Thanks so much for watching. Can't wait to see y'all in the next video. Bye.